Hey guys, welcome to Outline Edge. So it's early in the morning, beautiful morning out here. And so today what I'm doing is I got some more sandblasting sand that'll show up in about an hour or so. And when that shows up, I only have 4 bags left right now. So I don't really want to get started on sandblasting the rest of the frame. And you can see that's, most of it's sandblasted. I got to flip over and do the bottom. But I have all the parts over here in the corner, which is the rear end, the diff cover, and all this stuff over here. All the parts for like the rear suspension. I got to get all those sandblasted. But I'm gonna try to get everything ready for primer today, but I went through and marked everything that I wanted to weld up with this green tape. And I'll get this stuff, like spots like these, I wanna get it welded in so that it looks nice, so that when I grind everything down, it'll look nice before I put the coating on it. And I'm not gonna mess around with the coating right now. I just wanna get everything in primer. It's going slow because I keep having, interruptions in the shop, people stopping by, they think it's a freaking hangout. And, it ends up just pissing you off because you're trying to get stuff done. As soon as you get all your gear on, then all of a sudden somebody shows up and wants to talk or whatever. And it's like, man, pretty much all the airbags and, all the stuff that I have for the frame, everything's here. So if I can get this thing in primer, I think I'll be in good condition or good shape as far as the timeline with trying to get this car done. There's some more brackets that need to be built, like I said, for the radiator and whatever, but that's why I want to get it primered. I don't want to put the coating on this, because once I get the body put back on, I'll get the radiator and everything built and get it ordered, and then I'll know where I'm at as far as the mounts on the frame where they can be welded on and whatever. And then that way, where I weld it, I'll grind the welds and then I'll reprime and then get the radiator mount done and the gas tank mount. Let me flip this camera around and show you what I got. So obviously in the front of the frame, you have all your steering arms and all this stuff. And then I got, stuff that I'll need to weld on here, bracket going across for the radiator or whatever. But like a dumbass the other day, I was getting kind of cray-cray and I welded up the holes. I welded up the holes for the frame right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'll re-drill these where the body sits on here. And then the next step is I have to drill these holes out. And I can't remember if it's this one or this one. One of these gets welded up on both sides for the body. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a nut inside there and then weld the nut up so that I could drop a bolt through the body and hold the body down on the frame. So that's the other thing that I gotta do. And then there's a lot of this stuff on here. I'm not sure if you could pick it up on the camera, like right there. All this slag and stuff from the factory. I wanna get all this stuff ground down and cleaned up. I don't know what the heck that is. But all this slag, I want to get it all cleaned up and make sure the frame is nice and smooth before I do all the coating. Because if, one of those little cherries from the welding from the factory, if it gets knocked off, that's just more spot for rust. And this frame was rusty as it was, like I got a sandblast in there as soon as I flip the frame over. But that's what I'm working on today. I'll try to get all that stuff done. But anyways, I'll kind of keep an update, give you guys an update as I'm going along today when I'm doing sandblasting or whatever. We'll see what happens. One of the things I wanted to say is, when you have a YouTube channel or whatever, the thing with YouTube is that I really enjoy and I really like is you end up meeting people on YouTube and they end up becoming like family, where you not only read their comments, but answer their comments, and then you get emails from them and pictures of their cars and their builds, and I really enjoy that. And Chad, I was talking to him the other night, and we were talking about like different stuff on his truck. He's got his roof of his truck cut out and he's doing some stuff on that. And I can't wait to see that project. That's gonna be really cool. But he's a good friend, and that's how it is on YouTube, where you end up becoming not only friends, but family. And I just met another guy, Thomas Holland. And I wanna say hi, and I appreciate you watching the channel, bro. And I hope you stick around. Hope you like the channel and whatever, but we've talked on the phone a couple times now, and just super cool guy, hit it off. And it's like, I could see him and I hanging out too, not only on, on YouTube, but on, phone calls and whatever. And he actually lives over in Ohio. So I'm hoping that Joey Collins, Mill Creek Fab Shop, we'll be able to meet him and maybe Michael Knight, because like I said, he's in Ohio. And then so is Jack Collins and Lewis Lee, all good friends of mine on YouTube. So Thomas Holland, thanks for subbing the channel and all the nice comments and everything, bro. I appreciate it. But anyways, I'm gonna get after this thing. I'm gonna start welding on this and get some of this stuff done today and go from there. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get all the spots where I marked that, put the tape on here. I'm gonna start getting some of these spots welded up, you know? Might have to move that camera. So I got my frame sandblasted, and then I got some more sandblasting sand coming, so that'll be nice as soon as that shows up. And as soon as that shows up, I'll get the rest of it sandblasted, and I'll go take a shower because that stuff gets everywhere. And then after that, what I'll do is I'll get all the smaller parts for the frame sandblasted today, because I really like to have everything in primer today if I can, but we'll see what happens. That's a lot of prep, a lot of work. So I'm gonna just fill all these spots that I wanted to hit, like here and wherever, you know, try to get those all welded up. Oh, excuse me. I think what I gotta do first is clean this damn welding tip off, or out. I'll go get that taken care of and film some more in a bit. So the next step I'm doing right now is I'm gonna grind all these damn welds off. And then about that time, my sand should be here for the sandblaster, the new stuff. And then I'll flip this frame over after I blast these parts right here that are showing, and then there's one spot right here that I need to hit with the sandblaster, and I'll flip the frame over, and it should only take me about an hour and a half or so to finish the rest of this frame. And then, like I said, I'll get the rest of those parts sandblasted. We'll see what happens. Well, I got all the grinding done, so pretty much just waiting for more sand. And I had a couple people ask me about the sand that I use, and it's Tech Mix brand by Black Blast, and they sell this at like Lowe's, Home Depot, and this was from Menards here. And it's a 50-pound bag, and this is like that black charcoal crap, so you definitely want to be wearing a respirator, not just a paper mask. Got a couple other tools yesterday too, and these are both flangers. And this is just a Harbor Freight number 1110 flanger. So we'll see if we can explode this one all over the shop again. The last one we used this, as soon as we pulled it out of the box, put oil in it, hooked up the air line, it just blew all over the place, over a customer's car. I was kind of ticked off about that, but you know, we'll see if this one works. And then this one I've used, Paul Lyons, I want to thank him for that because he's the one that showed me this when we were in North Carolina building that drag car with him and all the other guys from Race Car Sponsorship. But anyways, I'm going to probably cut the video here today, and appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.